Good night, buddy. I'll come up and talk to you in a minute. Good night.
It's way past due.
Like 30 times.
Right.
He's just at the top of the stairs. Good night, Daddy. Good night. Motherfucker, say something.
Hey, exactly. Hey, you better say something.
You heard me say
keep
goodnight.
going. Hey.
Our history is like two iconic breaking ground, making history in separate ways.
Now I already gave you the keys to the game, Hall of Fame, and you know the name. Rev Run CMN's been getting millions, ain't none changed, but the flow's the same. Wrist on frozen, flow so chosen, school so old, but the OG coasting. New York toasting, LA slowsing, G's in the D and the ballers in Boston. Hollers to Nostrin, parties I host them. Ball to a fall, so you know it's gon' coast them. Run gon' post them, rip them up, toast them. Out to the can, cause they rubbish and I roast them. Flow like the ocean, down in the coastin'. Drying rappers out to the neck, need lotion. I got the potion to keep you engrossed and dance to my beat, keep your feet in the motion.
What up, though? Welcome to Tipi. The interesting part is where we tell some interesting stories about some interesting people, and we pull out the most interesting part of those stories, man. I'm joined by my brother, same mother, Big Osko. Yes, what's up, dog?
What up, dog?
I've been dying to talk to you, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, bro.
That's good. That's good. Before we get started, man, we're going to jump right in here with the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Some great names. Before we get started, I got to shout out our sponsor. Big Don's going to be with us at all times.
Yes, sir.
Big Don's Collection, EST.2020. You can look up all things. I seen they got a new commercial, little ad campaign going on. They growing, baby. All right, get yourself an original recipe or the spicy. When we get off this call, dog, I'm on the grill. You know how I get down.
Already.
I got some chicken legs in there, just marinating, baby. It's going down. So get yourself some Big Dons. All right, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I saw this list of nominees. It's a long list, but some of the names that really stood out to me. Long overdue. I remember when I was little singing these songs all the time. Oh, it's too hot. Cool in the Gang, dog.
Cool in the Gang, dog.
Boy, I had my afro just like JT. I ain't lying. Look at this picture. Look at this picture.
Dude. Oh, man.
I had the JT afro all the way through, baby.
Dude.
Celebrate a lot of big hits. So they're on that list. Check this out. A Tribe Called Quest.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get a little posthumous induction into the Rock Hall of Fame, man. I really love that, man. I mean, who's not a Quest fan?
Exactly. And I honestly, like, hey, man, if you know me, you know I'm Tribe through and through. Bonita Applebaum. You talking about Midnight Marauder? Like, bro, I mean, just everything about Tribe, Fife, Q-Tip, Shalee. It's just, for them to be in the Hall of Fame is way past due.
Good night, buddy. I'll come up and talk to you in a minute. Good night.
It's way past due.
Like 30 times.
Right.
He's just at the top of the stairs. Good night, Daddy. Good night. Motherfucker, say something.
Hey, exactly. You better say something.
You heard me say good night.
Keep going. Hey, I'm happy that they're there.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's a name that really stands out. Here's another one. Mary J. Blige.
Man.
Mary J. is going to the Rock Hall of Fame. Now, I'm trying to remember what the criteria is, but I know your first album had to have come out like 25 years ago.
Right.
At least.
Right.
and then you have to have a certain body of work or whatever. And then they put it, and then they put you on the list. And so she got on the list first ballot. But here's
I'm like,
I'm sorry.
I'm kind of on the fence with that one, bro.
Really? Why you say that?
Because Mary, in comparison to a number of female artists,
right? No.
What's the 411?
Yeah.
She's got some joints.
She got some joints.
In comparison to, let's say at that time you had Brandy.
Yeah.
Monica.
Yeah.
Mariah.
Yep.
Got some names, bro.
Yep. And
you know what I'm saying?
And Mariah is not on that list. Mariah
Which
got
is crazy.
snubbed.
Which is crazy. We gonna blame Tommy Mottola for that one, Jack.
Right? He said you just when you thought you got away, I still own you.
I'm gonna pull you back. Hey,
I still own you. You want the rock hall? You got to talk to me.
Exactly.
But it's gonna be a great ceremony. I can't wait to see it. We're gonna circle back on this one. It's TIPI gang. The interesting part is, thanks a lot for hanging with us. If you like our content, you like how we get down, please subscribe to the channel, hit that button, hit that notification bell so you won't miss an episode. All right, I saw this today and it really freaked me out. And I'm just like, where did this come from? Kanye West is like down the road in negotiations to create a porn brand. He wants his own porn network channel, whatever. He's spending some of his billions in that realm. What is going on with Yeezy Porn? That's what we want to call it. Yeezy Porn.
Listen, Kanye has figured out, first off, he rapped about it.
Okay.
He rapped about it, then he married it. So the reality is,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So you rapped about it, you married it, you brought it to fruition, then you turned around, you got remarried, and your wife is walking around with underwear and small halter tops and no draws. So you might as well jump into the next realm.
What are you saying? No draws.
No draws, bro. Like hey man, listen, any man that walks around in bozo boots at this point in his career.
And bozo boots and in California with a big black hot blanket jacket.
Dude, you deserve to do something in the pornography field, like flat out. I mean, at this point, you might as well invest your money in something you feel most comfortable with.
I mean, like he going for it. He is in talks with Stormy Daniels. We know about her. She's the hush money girl from Donald Trump. He's in talks with Stormy Daniels' ex. His name is Mike Mose. He's a producer. He's one of those guys that could make this come to life. Yeezy Porn.
Yeezy Porn.
And people are like feeling the whole idea. People are like, well, he could probably bring some eyes to the industry. He could probably bring some creativity to the industry.
Yeah.
He could probably bring a little to the industry.
Yeah.
I love Kanye, long as he on his meds. When he kicked the meds, then
it's a wrap.
We can't talk no more.
That's why we always say,
I'm leaving out
I want the old Kanye. Hey.
I'm leaving out of the room, dog.
Seriously,
this guy back in the day was showing all kinds of photos of him and his wife in compromising positions to his employees. Can you imagine what's gonna happen when he has a porn set? He making a porn movie?
Dude.
For real?
You talking about Basquiat / Capella? Like you talking about something that we've never seen creatively.
Yeah.
When it comes, because think about his music. So you incorporate that into something like porn.
And the fashion, I mean, there's some creativity there. Yeah. I see it, but dog,
I'm gonna tell you though, you know who's gonna be the first one to subscribe?
Who that?
B. McKnight. He gonna be on point with it. Like, hey, Kanye, can I get on board with you, bro? Let me get on board with you, bro. I need to be on this here right here.
I need some of this right here, man. What y'all on, man? Kanye West in the porn industry. That is ridiculous. Hey, man, tell me, what did you think of the two debuts? Caitlin Clarkson and who's the other girl for Chicago?
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese. What did you think about their debuts? WNBA this week.
Awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, because we talking about basketball. So now that we're in that lane, and I look at Angel Reese, and I'm like, this is a phenomenal talent.
Yep.
Coming out of LSU. Nobody really wanted to give her a shot because of her personality. Her personality is straight Baltimore. Like, she's in your face, don't care. Like, it's work. You dig what I'm saying? She gonna give you work. Like she said, I was the #1 player for a reason coming out of high school. And when you look at Caitlin Clark, according to a lot of people prior to her coming up, she's changing the game. But she had to remember that on a collegiate level, you're playing against kids.
Yeah.
On a pro level, you're playing against pros. And they were
Right.
screaming that, before she got up there. Like, hold your horses. Nike, y'all doing too much. Gatorade, y'all doing too much. Allstate, y'all doing too much. Remember that this is a kid. And so now she's starting to see. So I think both of their first games was off the charts, though.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Angel finished up with 17, 18, something like that, like 8 boards.
Well,
Caitlin
had 20.
20.
Yeah, but she had like a record number of turnovers. She had like 10 turnovers.
Yeah, she had 10 turnovers.
But that team that they was playing is the best, is one of the top 3 defensive teams in the league. So listen, one thing that I've noticed is with the incumbent players who've been around, they feel some kind of way, right?
Yeah.
Because this girl is getting that attention. But here's what I will say. First things first. You guys, I saw something where Diana Taurasi went off and said, you was playing against kids, you got some grown women who've been playing in this league a long time. Good luck with everything, blah, blah, blah. Because when I see you, it's on. That's fine. And I feel that's that competitive spirit. You got a little chip on your shoulder. You probably got a little jealousy because this girl is getting all the attention. But what you really should do is say thank you. Because you have been playing in the league a long time. You have had championships. But now what this girl is doing, simply from her play over the last couple of years in school, is expanding your audience. So instead of being mad and angry, won't you say thank you? Won't you say I appreciate you? Won't you take under your wing, try to show us some things? Won't you? You know what I'm saying? Because nobody even paying attention. You won 3-4 championships. Who knows? I don't even have the stats because people wasn't watching this game.
Exactly.
People are not watching this game like they're going to start. Same thing with Angel Reese. When Chicago had their debut away from home, what they do, they had to get another stadium.
Yeah, because people showed up.
Just to accommodate all the new play. What she's doing is these ladies are expanding the audience. They're going to pull that audience that watched them in college into the WNBA, and that's commendable. You know what I liken it to? Magic and Bird.
Yes.
Magic
that's the vibe that you get.
How Magic and Bird they battled in college. Everybody was watching, and it just trickled right into the NBA. And a lot of people saying that was the turning point of the NBA. Really growing, having two marquee talents, but more than that, having a built-in rivalry, right?
Exactly.
A built-in rivalry coming out of college. Black, white. You know what I mean? Tall, short, whatever.
Exactly.
Like, you put it together, and I think that's what we're seeing. We're gonna see that, and I know I was checking for it the other day, and I enjoyed it. They embarrassed little Caitlin a little bit.
Hey.
They turned it, and then they was talking trash every turnover, and they get easy layups. They look back at her, they giving her move and all this.
Hey, listen, when I think for
throwing it back in her face.
I think, baby, Shorty's gonna be good. She's gonna be extremely good.
Yeah,
and she's gonna be one of those players that we talk about years from now.
Yeah.
But today, tomorrow, the day after, and the day after that, it's going to be an uphill battle because of your, I think for her, even though like you made a great comparison to Magic and Bird.
Yep.
Both of them came in the league and they were arrogant. So everybody had a bullseye on both of their backs.
That's right.
But they also were going against one another. And so that helped build that camaraderie in a league that was falling apart due to drugs and alcohol, allegedly, and all this other stuff.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But when it comes allegedly, but when it comes to these two, you got two players, two different backgrounds, but great at what they do.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be two players that we talk about like Magic and Bird going forward in the future. But for Caitlin, I think a lot of that arrogance, man, is starting to catch up with the older heads.
Yeah.
They saw it and they smelt it, and they was like, yeah, we want a piece of that. So you talking about competitive women.
Yeah,
I always tell people all the time, bro, you put 10 women in the room and close the door, don't expect any of them to come out. That's just what it is. It's gonna be a cat fight till the last one drop.
And now,
this is where we are
about alpha females. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That are like, when you come to my town, I gotta put it down.
Exactly.
I heard somebody say, and I thought about this. I heard somebody say after the Caitlin Clark's game, they said that the style of play was not conducive, and that they need to get her coach from Iowa to come and coach the team. They didn't find the coach after the first game. So because Caitlin was that run and gun. They did that run and gun style, right? And that's what she was firing off them shots. That's when she got her Steph Curry on. And that's really what brought the attention.
Exactly.
So, I mean, like you said, as we moving forward, it's gonna be learning. It's gonna be a learning curve, like
man.
But I think the coach would do well to try to initiate some of those kind of plays.
I don't think she will, though.
Because one, it's gonna excite the crowd. It's gonna be everybody. This is what I came to see. This is what I paid.
Exactly.
And so we'll see what happens, man. But it's gonna be fun to watch. WNBA season just kicked off. We got a lot of games, and trust me, every Chicago Sky game,
man,
and every single Cleveland Fever game is gonna be on national television. Just get ready for it. Just get ready for it. And like I said, all these other, you gonna come for Caitlin and Candace. You gonna come for these ladies. You gonna stay for the other talent.
That's it.
You ain't know nothing about. Everybody gonna bring their A game when these girls come to town.
Absolutely.
Angel, that's what I'm saying.
Angel Reese.
Everybody gonna bring their A game. So it's gonna be a fun season to watch. And for the first time, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out here. I'm gonna be watching the WNBA. I turn the TV on, man. When them games on, I'll be like, click.
Hey, man.
Listen. Sometimes I give it like 5 minutes, and I'll be like, oh, okay, click.
They on tonight. And I'm like, man, should I watch this game? Because I mean, that's why not one of those things that men just instantly jump into. You know what I'm saying?
But I think like we talked about, coming out of school, those girls turned a lot of heads, man. So it's gonna be interesting to watch. Speaking of interesting to watch, Tipi had an interesting part is, hey gang, don't forget about my man, Kiss Allen. And that Kiss Allen Experience vodka, man. This is so smooth. I've been pairing this up with a little sugar-free Sprite, some limes, and a little splash of juice, man. And you can make yourself some sexy summer drinks with this, man. So make sure you do @_Kiss Allen Experience to get all the details and find out how you can order yourself a case of his vodka, man. We gotta shout out the fam.
Yes, sir.
Show some love to the fam. All right. I got to tell you, man, I was completely and utterly disgusted when I saw this video that hit the airways today. It was unearthed by CNN. And if you've seen it, before I even finish my sentence, you know what I'm talking about.
I already know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about Diddy.
Yeah.
This guy is an idiot. And Cassie, well, let's get back to the tape. What it shows is them two having an altercation. Well, no, not even that. Him laying into this girl, beating her up, throwing her down, kicking, throwing stuff at her. Here, I want y'all to take a look at this video, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more about it. Take a look.
The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which, according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground.
Dude, when you see this, man, I mean, what's the first thing that comes to your head when you see him beating up on that little girl.
I want to say the word,
Yeah.
but I don't want to say the word. But, you know, the way we were raised was men who put their hand on women don't love women. So what else are you outside of that? If you're a man that put their hands on a woman that don't love women, you're a bitch. So that's Diddy to me.
Yeah.
Like, we can't say allegedly with that because the
Yeah,
video
no,
shows
it's there now.
up
It's
front
there
in
now.
person.
I
So
mean,
yeah.
I mean, through this whole thing, it's been what we say allegedly, right? It's been alleged that he did this, that he did that. It's alleged. They settled that lawsuit so quick.
Yes.
That nothing had a chance to really resonate, right?
Exactly.
And then now this other guy comes out and he's giving you all these details about what Diddy did to him. And so what's going to happen is more and more people going to get empowered to tell their story.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But now, man, everybody whoever went to a Diddy party gonna have a story to tell and a lawsuit to file. What we saw there was what she alleged in the paperwork, and so it coincides with what we saw was that he got extremely drunk, and that's what I've been saying. It's like when all this stuff happens, it's alcohol, it's drugs, but to the extreme, and then that's when this behavior comes out. So he got extremely drunk in their hotel suite and punched her in her face, and she got a black eye. So when he passed out, she tried to get up out of there. And that's when you see her in the hallway and she's trying to leave. She got her bag. She didn't even put her shoes on in the room. She was putting her shoes in the elevator. He wake up. Where you think you go?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You saw the
It's insane.
Grabbed her, threw her down, and kicked her. What kind of grown man kicks her? And we know Cassie, she about this big.
Yeah.
She about this big. I'll never forget the time that Cassie came to my studio. I mean, she's so humble with everything that was going on. This is when the Me and You song came out. She was so humble and so sweet, just a sweet spirit. But I remember being warned, don't try nothing.
Man.
I remember being warned, don't try nothing, because Diddy watching. I heard Terrence J from BET say the same thing. Cassie was in a movie and Diddy would be on the set or have his henchmen on the set, man. Hey, watch your step, Playboy. Watch your step. And I just, the guy, I think that anybody who thought that this stuff was going away, because it's been quiet.
It's not.
It ain't going, it's finna ramp up through the roof now.
Now, I don't think, if any of the listeners out there are paying attention to what Jaguar Wright has been talking about for about the past 6 years.
Yeah.
Everything that she said has come to fruition and then some.
Yeah.
So when you have somebody that's been in those spaces that's telling you the stories that, hey, these individuals, and it's funny because, like, growing up, you're a big fan of Bad Boy. I'm a fan of Big. I'm a fan of Craig Mack.
Yeah.
Faith. Lil Kim, Black Rob.
He had everybody. He had everybody.
I don't fuck with Diddy at all. Right. And and something in your spirit is like, everybody like, why you don't mess with Diddy? Why you don't mess with Jay? It's something in my spirit that says these individuals aren't right.
Okay.
And so when you see things like this and you hear these stories, and initially they start off as alleged, but then when you start seeing the videotapes, you start seeing the documents and the court documents, you have to stop and you have to ask yourself, like, all right, that success that you felt 20 plus years ago, was it real? And then without question, it was real, because this individual is expanding himself on another level when it comes to this evil energy that he's projected. And now you see it in real time of how he's treating a woman. Like, we talk about putting these women up on a pedestal, putting our queens up on a pedestal, and holding them firm. And then you see this cat and countless others drop kicking them, whether it be in the elevator or outside the elevator. And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I'm going to tell a Diddy story. And I have to commend my ex for her. Like, you talk about the spirit and what you feel in your spirit. Diddy came to town. He was going to do a party with a club promoter that we work with exclusively with my radio station in town, in Minneapolis. and this club promoter paid for fuel for his jet. You know, he had the green room, the whole rider. He got everything that Diddy wanted, the Ciroc, and everything was in place for him to arrive.
Okay.
Diddy declined to come to our radio station. We're basically who's paying him, but he went to the competition radio station instead. So now imagine, I'm upset, my boss is upset. We show up at the party that night, and we're, you know, face to face with Diddy and his agent or whoever his handler was. We're standing there face to face, and my ex is standing there with me, and they're trying to explain why they weren't able to make it. My boss is like, I don't want to hear that. My ex was like, cause he ain't shit. That's why, right in his face. And I'm like, what's going on? She holding my hand. I'm squeezing her hand. She was like going off. She was pointing at him. She's like, he ain't shit. He ain't never gonna be shit. And I'm like, chill out, girl. Chill out. I had to literally walk her out of that.
Hey.
But
this
she
was
called
fireball.
But
yes.
Hey, am I lying? She called it all those years ago. She called it. She knew. And I just like, why you don't like him? I mean, first of all, it don't matter one way or another, but why you don't like him? She was just like, I just don't like him.
Yes.
And so now as we fast forward with everything coming out, man, she was spot on.
Yeah.
With her assessment of his attitude, his character,
yes,
everything about him. I remember that night. Here's the photo here. I remember that night.
Wow.
And she was so upset. And I was hosting the party that night that she was so upset and livid and shaken because she just didn't like him that I had to literally leave my own party.
Wow.
I had to leave my own party that I was hosting. So that's just, I just think it's ironic with everything that's happening that she called it so long ago.
Yeah.
Same thing you said.
Yeah.
You know, it's something inside that just, when you're in the presence of that person or when you think about them, this is how you think. And so it's all coming out now, dog. You've been hiding out in Miami or wherever you at.
Man.
Belong, bro. They coming
Seriously.
to get you. They coming to get you. TIP out of interesting part is, man, dang, I can just imagine how many more people are coming out. I can just imagine how many more lawsuits about to be filed. And, you know, one of the things that people said was that he's got all this surveillance and he's got all these videotapes of different people in compromising positions. And he did that so he could have leverage and power over everybody. And so I think that's the only thing that's saving his life right now.
Pretty much.
That's the only thing that's saving his life right now. And I'm gonna put it on I'm sorry, I'm looking at something here. I'm gonna put it on Epstein. Remember what happened with Epstein?
Yeah.
He went to jail and he ended up unalive.
Unalive.
Well,
right.
I'm gonna say that he is alive and well somewhere.
Yeah.
I think they had to make him disappear.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you ain't gonna kill a man and then somebody open up his safety deposit box and everything fall out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
You ain't gonna do that. And I think this is a similar situation where Diddy is protected by the information that he has.
Yeah.
More than that he has on the people that he has the information on.
Exactly.
So y'all, you know, hey,
buckle up, baby.
It was a time when I was like, pray for Diddy, but now I'm like, get that. All right, TIPI. The interesting part is, before we get out of here, we got to break it down. And I'm interested to hear, because you always come with some interesting stuff. We talked a little bit about the Rock Hall of Fame. Some of the some of the inductees this year: Tribe Called Quest, Kool and the Gang. We like to hear that. A couple other big names, including Mary J. Blige. They call her the Queen of Hip Hop Soul. That's the Queen of Hip Hop Soul.
That's a moniker. Yes.
So let's go. Let's jump right into it. Top five R&B hip hop divas. Top 5 and why? Who at number 5, Sko?
Number 5, I'm gonna go with Faith Evans.
Faith
Evans. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Faith brought that heat. She kept bringing that heat. You know, not only was she married to Big, but she also allegedly laid with Pac. So she had the best of both worlds when it came to hip hop. So I just put Faith in the mix, man, because I think she
A lot of people make comparisons between her and Mary, and a
Yeah.
lot of people, I saw that head-to-head battle, and a lot of people took Faith over
Yeah.
Mary. So I get that. All right, top 5 and why? Top 5 hip hop R&B divas of all time. Number 5, Faith Evans. Number 4,
Nelly baby mama.
Ashanti.
Yes. Yes. We're talking about hip hop divas. So you're talking
Yeah.
about a young lady who put in 20 plus years now,
Man.
you know, and she's got a great body of work.
Oh
along
my
with
gosh, she
a
got
phenomenal
smash hits.
dude. I
Murder
mean, just
Inc.
phenomenal catalog. So
Murder
you know,
Inc. Yeah. So
Yes.
I like that. Ashanti. Who's at number 3?
Number 3, hip hop divas. I'm gonna go with Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill.
Yes,
Oh.
the goddess of all goddesses. Just don't buy a ticket to the show.
I was just about to say that because you ain't gonna see the show.
You ain't gonna see. You're gonna
She
be
ain't
about 5
coming
hours
out.
in the mix.
She ain't coming
You
out.
know,
She is
yeah,
not coming
man.
out, dog. Don't be
Yeah.
fooled. Lauryn Hill, the
Yeah.
world tour, the Fugees reunite for the 30th anniversary of their
Man.
album. Yeah, nah. They canceled that tour after the first show. It was one show, and then she was 5 hours late. They was like, nah, okay, we ain't doing
yes.
this. We ain't doing this.
Dude. Oh my God. Love Lauren,
don't
man,
even
but just
look,
I ain't
don't
buying no
even
more
think
tickets
about it.
to her shows. I'm just not doing it. I understand where the goddess is coming from, but yeah, you ain't finna get my coin. I'm sorry.
Don't
'Cause
even
I ain't got time to be
think
sick.
about it. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. But it's true. And Lauren,
It's
you
true.
did it to yourself, little mama. You did it to yourself. All right.
Yes.
Hip hop and R&B divas. You can throw a couple R&B divas in there. At number 5, Faith Evans. Number 4, Ashanti. Number 3, Lauryn Hill. I like how this is going. Number 2,
I'm gonna go with Jill Scott.
Jill Scott. Ooh.
Yes. I'm gonna go with Jill.
Let me tell you
Ji-
something, boy. That's my kind of woman right there.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
my kind of woman. That's my kind of woman. She got, she just right. She just right.
Just right.
And she can
Like,
sing,
dude.
and her energy just oozes all over you. You talk to her,
Yes.
she just go, ooh, she just oozes
Yes.
all over you. And that's that Philly energy she got going.
Oh my God.
Ain't nothing wrong with Jill Scott, man. I love
No,
me
man.
some
At
Jill
all.
Scott. All right, top 5 and why we're talking hip hop divas as Mary J. Blige is preparing to enter into the Rock Hall of Fame. Who are the top 5? At number 1, hip hop and R&B divas.
Let's go. I'm gonna go with baby out of Dallas, Texas.
Uh-oh.
The baby mama to everybody in hip hop. Miss Erykah Badu.
Erykah Badu.
That incredible Pisces who is just, she is hot as fish grease and fine as all get out.
Yeah.
Man, listen, that list right there it's not only a list of the women who I am completely in love with when it comes to this hip hop game and what they brought to the table outside of what Mary J has done, because we got to tip our cap to Mary. She put in 30 years of a lot of
she got some hits. She got a Super Bowl performance under her belt.
Yeah.
Honorable mention, Mariah.
Gotta throw Mariah in there. Honorable mention. Honorable mention. And she gone now, and she wasn't as hip hop, but Miss Whitney Houston.
Yeah, I knew you was finna say that. I knew you was finna say Whitney. I knew you was finna say that, man.
I wouldn't finna throw Mariah in there because, man, listen, to me personally, Mariah is like
she
on a
so
different
what you saying
stratosphere.
is she should have been on the list. She should have.
I'm saying that Mariah is the list. Mariah Carey is the list. So when you talk about the rest of the women, yes, I love every last one of them. Jesus, I love them to life.
That's right.
But Mariah Carey, when it comes to that body of work, between her and Whitney Houston, bro, we talking about a whole nother stratosphere.
The ultimate diva, the ultimate diva. So
yes,
I love that.
Nick Cannon, baby mama.
All right, T.I., P.I., anything you want to add, man, before we bounce up out of here?
Hey man, I'm proud of you, big bro, because this work right here, man, is work, Jack, and it's so much fun and it's interesting and incredible, and you bringing so much to the platform, and I thank you for allowing me to take part of it with you. Yeah, man.
All day, every day, man. I love when you chime in. You know this is a family thing. Speaking of family, don't forget that Big Don's, baby.
Don't forget that Big Don's.
At Big Don's Collection, EST.2020. On all platforms. Make sure you pick some up. He was texting me today. He said he was gonna give me some gear. I'm looking for it, bro. I'm looking for it.
It's coming.
What's up, Shop?
It's coming.
I need a couple more bottles or else I'm gonna have to open up these.
Yeah, right.
Then they ain't gonna look as pretty on the camera. What's up, bro?
Hey, but you peep it. I had to rock the no sleeves today, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Because it's hot as all get out there.
It is warm today, and I think it's supposed to be a pretty decent weekend here.
Yeah, man.
I'm in Detroit. Omar's in Chicago. So hey, man, listen, I appreciate you jumping on with me, man.
Yes, sir.
Jumping into some of these topics, man. Big shout out to our guy Nate.
Yes, sir. Nate Jones.
Nate Jones, who
yes.
is gonna be inducted into what is it? The boxing Hall of Fame?
Indiana Hall of Fame, Boxing Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame. We got to give him an honorable mention and a big shout out.
Yes.
Saw that news today in our family text link, and I was just like, wow, that's incredible. He's had his little gold medal and everything.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I love.
And
to
also,
see that,
don't forget about SOS.
That's right. Tell me a little bit about that real quick.
So, I mean, a really great friend of the family, like pretty much family.
Yeah.
Miss Tara Stamp, she's commissioner, City of Chicago. She put together a resolution for the Sisters of the Struggle, which is a group of incredibly beautiful, brilliant Black women who did so much work for the city of Chicago with uplifting the educational system and building up the process for the tenants of the Cabrini Green Housing Project and the Northtown Community Commerce. And so they were acknowledged yesterday at City Hall amongst all of the commissioners. And it was just it was a great honor to take part in and be a part of, man. And to know that they're now cemented and the history books of Chicago was just super dope.
I love it.
So big up to the SOS.
Saw the photos. Congrats to Tara and that whole thing. All right, we got to get out of here. TIPI, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button. As always, important, will remind you, fly low, avoid the radar, and no matter what happens, when they come for the car, save the radio. TIPI, bitch.
Hey, man.
Our history is like two iconic breaking ground, making history in separate ways.
Now I already gave you the keys to the game, Hall of Fame, and you know the name. Rev Run CMN's been getting millions, ain't none changed, but the flow's the same. Wrist on frozen, flow so chosen, school so old, but the OG coasting. New York toasting, LA slowsing, G's in the D and the ballers in Boston. Hollers to Nostrin, parties I host them. Ball to a fall, so you know it's gon' coast them. Run gon' post them, rip them up, toast them. Out to the can, cause they rubbish and I roast them. Flow like the ocean, down in the coastin'. Drying rappers out to the niggas need lotion. I got the potion to keep you engrossed and dance to my beat, keep your feet in the motion.